Welcome to Cook30 for Kids. I'm Chef Jeremy Dixon from the Revive Cafes in Auckland, New Zealand. And today I'm going to share with you some amazing skills from my cafes that you can use in your very own kitchen. The food we're going to use is going to be using whole foods, whole grains, no processed foods, fresh fruit and vegetables, so we can have healthy lives and live amazing lives for God. It's really great when we're healthy and full of energy and vitality. Today on the program I have two very special guests with us. Welcome to Cook30 for Kids. How's it going? Woohoo! Nice to meet you guys. We have Lucy from Arkansas and Jaylee from Iowa. Thanks for coming on.
Totally.
So, Jaylee, what do you get up to in Iowa?
I love reading.
Yes.
And I love horseback riding.
Reading and horseback riding. Do you do them both at the same time?
No, that would be very dangerous. My parents would not approve.
Excellent. And Lucy, what do you get up to?
Well, I think I horseback ride a lot.
Horseback? Because you live on a farm, don't you?
Yeah.
Very exciting.
And,
Yep.
breed.
Very cool. Do kid stuff. Excellent.
Sometimes my mom and dad catch me down in the horse place with my hat next to me, and I'm like sitting there reading a book with the horses
really?
around me.
Oh, you
eating.
read books for the horses? That's fantastic.
No, on them.
On the horses?
No, not on them.
Oh.
I said not on them.
Not on them. Okay, with the horses.
No, goodness.
Cool. Well, thanks for coming on today. We're going to cook up a storm today in the kitchen. Are you ready?
Yes.
Excellent. So let's see what is on the menu.
Mexican stuffed baked sweet potatoes with fresh maple salad.
And for dessert, we have Berry Berry Banana Ice Cream.
Okay, let's get cooking. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so what should we do first? Well, before we start, it's really important we kind of prepared. One of the key secrets to cooking in the kitchen, in a restaurant, cafe, or in a home, is preparation. You can't just turn up in your kitchen and expect things just to happen all of a sudden. You've got a little bit of planning goes a long way. Things like having all your food out, your fridge stocked, nice clear bench, all the dishes done. So all those kind of things make a big difference in kind of getting ready straight away. So that's number one thing we've got here. We've got a chopping board, we've got a knife, pan ready on the stove, we've got the oven on, so we're all kind of set and ready to go. So we are doing today the baked stuffed sweet potatoes. And where I come from in New Zealand, guess what they call sweet potatoes?
What?
They call them kumara. So yes, they call them kumara. So they call them sweet potatoes here. So we're doing sweet potatoes. So what I did, we've pre-baked some sweet potatoes and they're in the oven. And they take about an hour to bake, so we're not going to do them on the program because they take too long. So I'll just go and get them out of the oven now. And this is what we have. There we go. So these guys here, look at that.
Oh, they look delicious.
Yeah.
So they take about an hour in the oven. They're probably around about 200 degrees Celsius or about 400 Fahrenheit. So just put a little light spray of oil over them. And as you can see, they're nice and soft. Look at that. You can give them a bit of a poke. So the way to test that they're done.
Only. Look like skin, then.
Exactly.
I mean.
You just put a knife through it. As you can see, the knife goes in really, really easily. And that means
Which
they
wouldn't in potatoes if they were uncooked.
Exactly. So you just got to keep cooking them until it goes in really nicely and you know that they're nice and soft.
You can just make a thing and then stick the knife under there and you'd be cutting away skin, just skin.
Exactly. So we're just going to let those cool a bit because we're going to cut them. We want them to cool. So we'll just grab a chopping board here to put them on so we don't burn the bench. And we'll just put these guys here just to kind of cool down a bit. So we're doing a Mexican kind of thing to put on them. So we'll just start chopping some vegetables. So we'll just turn on the gas here and get the pan hot. So I'll just start cutting first. I'll just do the onion just to get us underway. So you want to keep those aside. So we're going to do a nice big red onion. So we're just going to slice it like this.
What he uses a butcher knife for.
I'll give you guys the small knife. So when you're cooking with sharp knives, make sure your parents are around. They can be very, very dangerous. So I'll just get you started on some of the tricky things here. Put that in the bin, keep a nice clear workspace. And we're just going to chop this up into, kind of dice it like that. And this is the first ingredient. So onions are really good for anything. They make things that are really nice and sweet. And why are we using red onion? Any ideas?
Because it's pretty?
It's pretty,
It's pretty,
exactly.
yeah.
Cooking is all about making things
And
pretty
yummy.
and colourful, and it's yummy as well. So you can use brown onions, but we're going to keep this nice and yummy. Lucy, can you put some oil in the pan here? There's some oil over there. So if you can put probably around a tablespoon of oil in.
Ooh.
Whoop, you're right there.
I don't know what a tablespoon is, but I'll just
Just keep
pour
drizzling and I'll say stop.
Okay.
So we'll start with the onions. Yep, about there. Whoa, that's good. Yep, perfect.
Okay, I got it.
And if you want to grab one of those wooden spoons over there and you can be the stirring person. Now I'm just going to show you how to cut a capsicum. So we're going to use, bell pepper. See where I come from, they call them capsicums. So we're going to cut a bell pepper. So just take the top off, like that. Pull out its insides,
Save
or the
the
seeds.
Save the seeds.
Save the seeds and plant them on the farm if you like. And to do it, basically I'll just show you some of it. So you just kind of push it down and just kind of cut some strips like this. And then the other way, you go the other way and then just cut through there so you've got nice little fine capsicum. So you can give that a go?
Okay.
Cool, I'll get you a smaller knife. You'd probably be a bit more at home with something like this size, would you?
Yes.
Excellent, that's great. So you can start chopping that as well. Now also to make it Mexican, we've got some corn, of course. So we've just got a can of whole kernel corn. I'm just going to drain this in the sink. Just take the lid off a little bit and just pour some of the corn's coming out as well. We don't want water in the meal. We just want whole kernel corn. How are the onions going there?
Good.
Can you hear them?
Yes, I can.
I really
Very
love that
easily.
sizzling sound when you can kind of hear the pan sizzling. You kind of know things are cooking, don't you?
Yeah.
That's great. They didn't make us cry today, did they?
No.
No, not today.
No,
It's 'cause we're
sometimes
just
Yesterday.
onions.
fun.
Yesterday they did, but sometimes they can make you cry, onions. So lots of ventilation is great. Oh yes, look at that. There's beautiful cutting there. That's brilliant. Go very carefully. You don't have to cut all of them if you don't want to, but whatever you want to, that's great. And a sharp knife can actually be safer than a blunt knife. And when you're slicing, slice through. So don't slice down, slice through. Use the blade. Oh, yep, keep your fingers away.
Something always
slice
sprays
through.
out.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
The one thing
Cool.
spread out. I hope not more
So
than one
knives
sprays
work
out
best when you're slicing through things, not down. You get a lot better. It's a lot easier and a lot safer when you're slicing through. Beautiful. You can throw those in the pan with the onion. And we'll use the corn later. Getting off to a great start. So do you grow any crops on your farm, Lucy?
Oh, not yet, but yes, we have been. My mom has a little garden with a hugelkultur in it, if you know what that is.
No, what's that?
I can't remember.
Oh. Sounds like
But
a fish name,
my
mate.
dad can tell you very well.
Oh, great.
He would love it if
be
you asked
talking
him
that
what a hugelkultur was.
Okay, great.
But my mom has a little garden, and we grow cucumbers and mosquito plants and
Really?
Mosquito
Oh,
plant.
that's lovely.
marigolds and
It's all great when you have a garden, isn't it?
Yes. My dad has a garden as well.
Yes?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
He's almost a master gardener.
Oh, really? Wow. What is your favourite things to grow in your garden?
they are.
Either zucchini or
Yes.
squash.
Okay, yep. Oh, zucchini are great.
Yeah.
We call them courgettes where I come from.
Really?
These things
You're
are
right there. Try
shiny.
and try and push down
Mr.
on
Jeremy,
this. So I say,
These
so
things
try
are-
and keep it like that, and then cut. It'll be easier for you.
Okay.
Jeremy, these things are shiny.
They're shiny, aren't they? That's the oil that did that. So when things have oil on it, things will cook quicker. They won't burn. It also adds a bit of flavour as well. But you don't want to put too much oil. We don't want to deep fry things. So generally a couple of teaspoons or a tablespoon per meal is generally all you want. So you don't want to
Are
put
we
too much in.
using lemons?
Are we using lemons? Do you like eating lemons?
No.
I think we're using limes later, so in some dish, somewhere along the line. Limes and lemons are a great way to add flavour. Coming on well.
Lime.
So we're going to add some black beans. We're just making like a little mix here.
Not
So I've got a
limes.
can of black beans, just your common average black beans.
I can open that.
Great.
I'll open that.
Here you go. You can open it.
Here, these things can stay there.
So
for a
open the
while.
top, just open a little bit and then drain it out. So you want to drain all the liquid out.
Just a little bit.
Yep. Do you want a hand? Yeah. That's great. So we're making excellent progress. So I might just start playing with these guys. So we're going to present this on a really nice looking dish today. So when presentation's everything. So a nice dish like this. This is a lovely, don't know where it's from, but I don't know where it's from, but it's just a dish. I'm not sure what country it's from, but we'll say it's Mexican because we're doing Mexican food.
Jeremy, I might need a little help here getting this can open.
Okay, coming to rescue you. Here you go.
There, that's all I need, and
Cool.
then I can dump it out, and then I can open the rest.
Good plan.
Wait,
So what we're going to do, we're just going to basically get them and just cut them in half. Just like that.
You
And look at that. Yep.
I dropped a few beans.
I love that.
You can put that in there as well.
The look of it.
And then we're just going to
Jeremy.
scoop out.
Jeremy, I dropped a few beans. Is that okay?
That's okay, as long as you don't drop most of them.
I dropped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now we're not going to use all of the sweet potato. We're just going to just scoop out a little
I
bit.
dropped 9. Is that
And that'll be
okay?
a great kind of ingredient to use for something later. So we're going to put that in a, we'll find a little jug for it and use that later.
I dropped 11.
Let's see if you can scoop some out as well. So we want to keep some there because we do want to enjoy it. But if you want to scoop out and probably about half of the thing out of the other one, and we'll do another one as well.
It's hot.
It is hot. Oh yeah. So when you go. You
right
want
up
to
with
go
these.
round like that
Where do I put these?
and just kind of scoop so you don't kind of try and ruin it. Should be right though. So
Where do I put these?
throw them in the mix.
I'm not throwing them in. I'm pouring them in.
That's probably a wise way to do it. Cool.
Throwing them in would be like throwing the whole can in.
Exactly.
And I'm not apt to do that.
So just mix them in gently.
Ow, that hurt.
Is it hot? Is it?
Hot.
Yes.
Dropped it too much in the pan.
Great. Cool.
In the midst of pan.
Just got another one here. I'll give you a hand. Cool. We'll just put it on here. This is the presentation dish. So not perfect, but no one will notice. Just put it on the edge and no one will notice. Look at that. So when something goes wrong in cooking, as it does very often, there's two things you can do. One thing, you can change the name of it. So if you burn it, you call it char grilled. If it goes really messy, you call it rustic. Or if it's like that, you just kind of hide it in the background. So cooking never works out perfectly. So try and go not too close to the edge. I'll show you my one. So try and just go like this. So try and take little scoops out. That might be help at a time. And don't go too near the edge so you don't kind of mess the kumara up too, or the sweet potato up too much. So try that. That's great. Looking good. I'm also going to use a bit of broccoli as well. Excuse me, I'll just come through here and just to give it a little bit of redness. So we're just going to make small florets and just add this to this lovely mix we're doing over here in the pan with Lucy. What song are you singing there? Can't remember.
I'm in the Lord's army.
I'm in the Lord's army. Excellent.
I'm in the Lord's army.
We could make this a cooking and a singing show. How about that?
I think singing is for praise time.
Oh, cool. Okay, good thinking.
Jeremy, is this going to become shiny too?
Yes, it'll become shiny, so keep stirring. That's looking good. And also, you'll add the corn now as well. We wanted to add the onion and the capsicum first because they need to be cooked most and they need to actually go soft. Whereas the corn and the broccoli and the beans, they just need to be warmed through. Now, what is that looking nice and colourful, isn't it?
Very colorful. Looks like a rainbow. Red,
yes.
So pretty.
orange,
Exactly.
yellow, green, purple.
Are those
Perfect. Yeah, put them on there. That's
White.
great. We'll just do 4 for now, and we can use these ones later, or put them in the fridge for another meal.
Pretty much a whole rainbow.
So we're going to stir something in there. We're just going to quickly make a nice little cashew drizzle to go over the top. Cashew cheese drizzle. So I'm just going to add some cashew nuts. Where are the cashew nuts? And this is normally you'd use grated cheese, but to be healthy, we're going to make like a little cashew cheese with a cup of cashew nuts. If you can grab half a cup of water from the tap and 2 tablespoons of flaked nutritional yeast, like that.
My second piece dropped.
Did it?
You get to eat it afterwards, lucky chef.
Thank you.
That
Half
lucky
a cup?
chef.
Yep, half cup of water.
okay?
And then we'll blend this up. And this will just be a nice little drizzle to go over
I'm
the top
getting
to make it
hot.
taste nice. It's very hot in the stove kitchen,
Yes,
isn't it?
this thing, my black shirt absorbs the heat.
Absorbs the heat. Look at that. So doesn't that look nice? Now we're going to add some salt. So we'll just add half a teaspoon of salt. Don't let it land on you. And keep stirring through. Now we're just going to keep this simple like this, but if you wanted to and you liked hot food, you could add some chilies or some cayenne pepper or something to it. But we're just going to keep it simple. Yep, pop it in there.
Okay.
Cool, and let's just press the go button.
Excuse me.
And also afterwards we're going to add some avocado as well. So I'm just going to dice up an avocado really quickly.
I'm just going to hide here for a few seconds.
And this meal, as you can see, comes together really, really quickly. Where's Lucy gone?
Right here.
Oh, down here having a drink in the kitchen. Hope you're not having a sleep. We've got cooking to be done.
Yes, in very little time.
Just put a little bit in there. Wonderful. Cool. Okay, let's go. A little bit more. Just a touch. Whoa, 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 whoa. Perfect. And there's a little cashew drizzle over that we'll use. Okay, this is pretty much done. So all we do now is just spoon it in.
Really?
Not that spoon.
Okay.
That's going to make a big mess everywhere. So I'll see if we can do it from here.
Should I get this in the sink?
Yep, good plan. So this lovely little mix we're just going to spoon in.
So
Like that.
colorful.
It's great, isn't it? I'll just throw it in.
Like God's creation.
Exactly. And God has made so many colours, isn't he?
Yes.
It's amazing everything looks so beautiful that he creates.
I remember when I was younger, when we would always, when we saw the sunset,
Yes.
we were like, oh, God has the most amazing color set, color
Exactly.
crayons.
He does. And he also created flavours for us too.
Yes.
So he created the flavour taste buds.
No, he didn't create flavors. He created yummy flavors.
That's great. So there you go. How's that looking?
And amazing
Beautiful.
chefs
And we're just going to throw over some avocado.
from Revived, what's you want to call it?
Cafe in Auckland.
Yeah, Revived
Some
Cafe.
avocado on top because anything Mexican always goes well with
From
avocado.
2 Revived Cafes.
That's right, like that. And then just drizzle over some of this. And when you're drizzling, I'll just show you, you want to drizzle on the plate as well because the plate should be garnished as well. So we're just going to just do this.
No, not garnished. A
Well,
wedding
drizzled.
gown. Wedding gown.
So there you go, and before we serve it, we'll just put a little bit of cilantro on it or something just to give it something. Give it some extra green as well. But there you go, that's a lovely baked Mexican sweet potato. How quick was that?
Very quick.
Look at that. Thanks, guys. That's the first part done. You can put that on the table if you like. Thank you very much. If you've just joined us on Cook30 for Kids, we're having so much fun in the kitchen. We have Lucy from Arkansas and Jaylee from Iowa. What's on the menu, guys?
Mexican stuffed baked sweet potatoes with fresh maple salad.
And for dessert, we have berry banana ice cream.
The salad, it has maple syrup.
It does. You'll have to see what this does. It actually tastes really, really good. So this is the fastest salad you probably ever make in your lives, and it is very, very quick and delicious. So we've just got like a mixed blend of lettuce leaves. They call it a spinach and spring mix. You can buy these at any supermarket, any mix you want that you like. And we're just going to get some of this stuff here. Look at that. It's just lovely fresh leaves. And we're just going
All over the kitchen.
all over the kitchen.
All on the counter.
So we're going to put it in there, just a couple of handfuls. If it's looking a little bit down, it's not looking too bad, just get some water. So just get just a little bit of water and sprinkle it over and just give it a bit of a ping around. And look, it just brings it to life. Just a little bit of water can just make a little bit of difference. So there we go. It's just a nice fresh salad. So,
Not still anymore.
I'll try to. So Jaylee, if you can cut some of these cherry tomatoes, so just cut them in half. I've got a little knife here for you.
Please.
That'd be good. And the easiest to cut between your fingers, so just cut like that. Wonderful. So if you can cut some of them up, that'd be great. So very, very simple salad. Look at that. So lots of colour. We've got the green, we've got the red, we've got the yellow here. So lots of colours there. So if you want to sprinkle those on top of that, there we go. Just scatter them over there. Do you want to go from a height if you want, a little bit higher? They kind of fall naturally nice. You don't want to kind of place things, just let things fall naturally. They generally look better. So they're the only vegetables in the salad, just tomatoes and lettuce. And this maple lime dressing is, it's actually not a dressing, it's just even easier than that, is a really great combination. You've got the nice lime kind of bitterness, and then you've got the beautiful sweetness from the maple syrup.
That's
So
an
if
interesting
you want to pour some,
combination.
yeah, it is. So if you want to pour some maple syrup over, and we just want to drizzle over. So we're going to do a little bit of a drizzle. Yep, just drizzle over. Just yep, lovely. Not too more. Keep going. Just shake it back and forth. And if you can squeeze some lime over it, some lime juice. Lovely. So just that simple lime juice and maple syrup combination just brings the vegetables alive. So it's a really, really delicious salad. Thank you very much. That's all done.
Looks good so far.
It's great if you can throw that on the table, Lucy. That'd be great. So now we're going to come to our final one, which you probably all be looking forward to, is the berry banana ice cream. So if you want to get some frozen bananas and some berries from the freezer.
No, not frozen bananas.
Sorry, yeah, frozen.
There's no frozen bananas.
Yes, sir. No, we're using frozen ones.
Oh, yeah?
There's frozen ones in the
Oh,
freezer,
yeah,
some
totally.
bananas, so they're nice and hard and they go really lovely and creamy. So we'll just put this up here so you can see what's going on.
I just did that as a joke. Close the door.
So as you see, we've got some bananas in here. So they're frozen and we take the skins off and freeze them. We're going to put them in there. We want 2 bananas, which is about that much. And we want to put some berries in, so just a little bit of each. Yep, so we've got some blueberries. Oh, a bit more. Keep going, 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 keep going. Yep, about that enough, probably about half a cup each. And do the same with these ones here. So you can rip that one open and I'll rip this one open. So we've got strawberries, blueberries and blackberries. You can use any bananas that you want. And all we do is just start blending it in the blender.
You'll need to help me.
We'll use a knife, it'll make it easier for you. There you go. Throw some of them in.
Trauma in the kitchen.
Yep, a bit more. And we're going to add some agave nectar.
Agave.
Oh, agave, sorry, yes, I
Agave.
pronounced it wrong. Some agave nectar, you can use honey if you want, so about probably 1 or 2 tablespoons, depending on how your fruit are. And we're just going to mix it up and see what happens. Now, sometimes you add a little bit of water, so we'll just add a little bit of water just to help it get processed. Just to give it some extra thing. And after about a minute, this will turn into a very soft ice cream. And there you go. Eventually, a bit of patience required, so on a bit of water, you end up with, check this out. What does that look like?
It looks like ice cream.
Exactly, and it's just fruit. If you can get some mint from the fridge, Lucy, and if you can grab those jars across, and we'll start to spoon it out. So garnishing is really important, so here present. So we've got some nice jars here. So I'll probably just spoon
It's
out.
enough for other kids to eat.
I think it's good enough too. We'll just spoon out some like that. Now you can keep it in the freezer for perhaps half an hour, but if you leave it, because there's no like antifreeze or chemicals in it, like ice cream, you basically need to eat it straight away, because if you put it in the
isn't it
freezer,
ice
it'll go
cream?
hard. It is, but it will go hard in the freezer because there's no.
It's fresh fruit.
Because it's fresh fruit, it'll go hard. So just present it nicely like that.
If I make this at home, no one will believe me that it's.
Well, you can make it and not tell them. And afterwards, they can say, I don't like fruit, but you just ate lots of fruit.
Oh, really?
Exactly.
Well, too bad for you.
Got some nuts if you want to sprinkle some chopped nuts on. And if Lucy, you can find 4 nice little mint leaves from there. And we'll garnish as well. So green's a really good colour. Lovely, oh, lovely, perfect garnish. Just a sprinkle of chopped nuts. I think it's a mixture of nuts, but peanuts or any kind of favourite nut is nice.
Oh.
We'll try and put it up like this so it kind of doesn't cover it too much. See if you can find little pieces of mint. Find some little pieces, these are a bit huge,
Okay,
find some little bit. They're a bit kind of monstrous, they're kind of covered as it. You just want just nice and subtle mint. Or what's actually quite nice is those little tips at the top, so you kind of pinch them off like that and put that on. There you go, so as you can see, just a little bit of greenness, just a touch in the dessert makes it look amazing. And this is going to taste really good. So that's proof that you do not have to keep eating all these unhealthy, sugary things and ice creams. You can just, with some imagination, some fresh fruit, you can do amazing things.
I can't believe we made all this healthy food today, one day, and it's delicious, I'm sure. I cannot wait to eat all of it.
Exactly, in under 30 minutes. All we have to do is put the sweet potato on first, and you can do that before you get home, and you've got an instant meal that's healthy and looks amazing. So
Yeah.
that's great. Oh, yep, replace that one, lovely. Going mad with the garnishes there. Wonderful, great to see. Lovely, Lucy. Well, that looks beautiful. We have had so much fun today cooking in the kitchen. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you've had fun.
Yes, we have.
Very good. And Jaylee, what have you learnt today?
I have learned that even though I'm a kid, I can make amazing, delicious food out of the comfort of my own home.
Fantastic, that's great. And it's all just fresh, healthy food, isn't it? That's great. And Lucy, have you learnt anything?
I've learned that kids' food can be really good.
Excellent, that's fantastic. Well, you guys have been great. Well, we better actually start eating it, hadn't we? It's cool. We better say grace first. Lucy, can you say grace for us?
Yes. Dear Jesus, thank you for today. Thank you had a good day, and thank you for all these wonderful colors. Amen.
Amen. Let's get eating. This is the moment you guys have been waiting for. Whoops, it's coming off a little bit.
I've been waiting
Here we
forever.
go. That's great. Do you want to pass your plate over? Give it a go there. Look at that.
Delicious.
Let's dig in and get started. It's been a while. We've got to wait till dinner. Oh, that's great. That cashew sauce is nice. So colourful. You like it? It's very, very good. Well, it's been great today. We thank you for joining us and look forward to seeing you next time on Cook30 for Kids!